tonight what we are talking about is a cut kit. And for those of us who love sharp, pointy, stabby things, you're going to eventually get cut. And sometimes you will get cut rather badly. I remember this one time I was at a park and I had a brand new knife. It was a cold steel Voyager and it was a serrated edge. And this puppy was sharp, but brand new. I'm flicking it open and I'm doing one-handed close. And so with a one-handed close, you take the knife and you hit the release and you close it. And what I did is I closed it on my finger rather well. I mean, I got a big scar here still from when I cut myself, but it was spurting all over and everything. And at that time, I didn't have a cut kit in my car. And so I ran to the bathroom, grabbed a bunch of paper towels, applied pressure and all that. And I was really trying to close it up and hoping it would just close on its own, but eventually it never did. And I had to go to the emergency room. So that one, another time, this one I was in carpentry and everything, I stuck my hand into a chop saw. It wasn't quite slowed down yet. You know how you sometimes stick your hand in there? Those are guys who are doing that. But I sliced myself here rather well, and I'm lucky I didn't cut any tendons or anything. But that was a good spurter as well. And then just the odds and end cuts that you get from just being around the kitchen or just, handling knives and all that other stuff. So if you're someone who loves sharp, pointy, stabby things, then this show is just for you. And so tonight I want to talk about a cut kit. And this thing has literally, stopped the bleeding in a number of occasions. I've used this and it's helped. But the whole purpose behind a cut kit is to stop serious bleeding and then allow you time to get to the hospital. That's if you need to get to the hospital. What I'm showing you tonight, hopefully, maybe will prevent you from going to that emergency room. Because it's interesting, this cut right here that I had that was just spurting blood like crazy and things, you know what he did to fix it? Super glue. And he used medical grade super glue. And it's like, dang, man. So for a $500 ER visit, I could have gone down to Walmart myself and just gotten some super glue, poured it in there, closed it up, and it would have been fine. But so hopefully some of this stuff may even save you money or prevent you from going to the emergency room. But so what I wanted to do is I kind of ran the numbers on this. And so this whole cut kit is about $45, $50, depending. Now you can do a little bit cheaper and everything, but some of the items I actually purchased in bulk, so that I would have multiple cut kits. So I have a cut kit downstairs and I have a cut kit up here. So you never know when you're going to get cut. And but show and tell time. So the first thing that I want to share with you is an Israeli bandage. These things are great. And these are actually invented in Israel. And what they did is they took a rather large bandage and then impregnated it with QuickClot. And so what QuickClot is a clotting agent that will help stop the bleeding. And again, the whole purpose of the cut kit is really just to stop the bleeding and seek medical help. In some cases, you may be able to fix yourself up and everything, but the biggest thing is stop the bleeding and seek medical help. But this is a great invention. This has saved literally hundreds of thousands of people's lives. And this is, like I said, it's an Israeli bandage. And what makes them so special, and they call them Israeli bandage because they were invented in Israel, is that, again, they're impregnated with QuickClot, or a clotting agent that will actually help stop the bleeding. So this is something that you can get. You can buy 2 of these, and I believe the price is about $11.19 on Amazon. And after this show, what I'll do is I'll put all the links in this and everything so that you can check them out yourself. But this is $11.19 for 2 of these. So by buying in bulk, you will be able to at least create a couple cut kits. So maybe one for your car and one for the home, or one to take camping, or one for your bug out bag, or so forth. So this is a great investment. Next is, and I'm going to just show this right off, this is called the Trauma Pack, and this is basically a mini cut kit in and of itself. It has rubber gloves, it has QuickClot, it has an Israeli bandage in it as well. But as you can see here, it's got all these things in this trauma pack, and it will help you stop the bleeding. And so this in of itself is around, what, $24, $25, again, on Amazon. Very well worth it. It's something that could save your life. And again, this is something you can throw in your bug out bag for sure. Keep one of these in your car. Keep several of these around your house. You know, if you got a work shed or a workshop or something, keep one of these out there. This is a great thing, and I love these. So this is called the Trauma Pack, and again, you can see, stops bleeding fast. So again, stop the bleeding. And again, this runs about $24, $60, $25. Next is tourniquets. This is, again, military grade tourniquet, and you can buy 2 of these for $15. These are always good to have. You never know if something's going to happen. You actually need to use a tourniquet and everything. But this is military grade, and so there is a little tab here that you can write the time of when you started the tourniquet, because you don't want to keep these on all the time. What you want to do is release them every so often, so that you can at least get some blood flow to the limb, and then, you know, at least you won't lose the limb. One of the problems that so many people do is they just put this puppy on and then never loosen it. Whereas with the military grade, these little tabs right there, you're able to write the time and so forth as how long this person has been on the tourniquet. And so these are dry erase, or you can erase them, so you can use a wax pencil or something, and then it'll rub off as well. And so that you track the time. And this, again, get 2 of these for about $15. This is iodine solution. So when, you know, you got a cut or something, crack it open, just pour it all over, and, you know, get it into the wound, and then it cleans it up. It'll create a sterile, in a somewhat sterile environment, killing germs and everything like that. But this stuff is very, very affordable. A whole bottle of this is like $4. Now, again, buying in bulk, you can buy like a 9-pack of this for something like $20, and it's totally worth it. You know, no expiration that I know of. It's basically iodine, an iodine solution. So it does not sting. Like, remember in the olden days, methylate and everything used to sting. You know, yeah, this doesn't sting. So, but it will clean the wound, disinfect the wound, and give you something to do. So you just shoot it on, spray it on, and you got it. Now, other things. This is another great product, and I've got actually an open container here. So I've got one that's open because I've already, you know, I've used some of these. But this is called Wound Seal, and they come in these little tubes. You're able to crack the tube, pop it, and then basically squeeze this powder or the substance out onto the wound, and it will help clot up that wound, and again, help stop the bleeding. Now, a pack of this is about $11. If you buy them, they have multiple packs where you buy packs of 2, packs of 4, packs of whatever. The more you buy, the cheaper it gets per pack. So, but this is really good to have. And again, these are little tubes. So you can keep these little tubes around all over the place, and, you know, keep some in your car, or keep them, you know, in your medicine cabinet. You know, when you're shaving, you nick yourself, dab a little bit on, and it will stop the bleeding. So for those of you who shave, you know, I shave under my neck and I shave right here, but, you know, I don't obviously shave right there. But this is a great little product, and you get you get 4 of these tubes in 1 pack. So this is actually a pretty decent deal when it comes to that. Other things here. these are military grade shears, and these run about $18 again for a 2-pack. These things are great. You can cut jeans, you can cut through like leather or something, but these are what you see a lot of ambulance people or other medical people carry. And you know, if you need to do a quick cut, and so they got the safety guide here, so you don't real cut into the skin or anything. But these puppies will cut. And as you can see, they got like kind of a serrated edge there. See if you can see that, but a little bit of a serrated edge. So these will cut through jeans and a whole bunch of other things. So really, really good. And so again, 2 of these for about 15 bucks. Now, I'm a huge fan of what's called vet tape. And vet tape is it doesn't stick to the skin. And for veterinarians, it doesn't stick to fur. So you'll see your dogs, your cats, or whatever, they'll wrap up their wounds or something utilizing vet tape because it doesn't stick. This stuff is incredible. I love vet tape. I use it a lot whenever I have cut myself and everything. I'll just wrap it in vet tape, put the bandage on, wrap it in vet tape, and it adheres to itself. So this stuff is incredible. And it's inexpensive. So you can get like a 12-pack of vet tape for about $13. That's less than $1 a roll. And this really is great. You get a cut on your arm, guys. You got hairy arms and everything. You get a cut on your arm, slap something on it, wrap some vet tape around it, and it won't stick to your arm or stick to the hair that's on your arm or anything like that. So vet tape is wonderful. It has a lot of uses medically wise, and again, I love it because it just doesn't stick to the skin or stick to hair. And again, 13 bucks for 12 of these. Let's see, what else do I have here? Oh, Super Glue Gorilla Glue. This is a lifesaver. I use this all the freaking time because I get all these little knife cuts whenever I'm cooking in the kitchen. I do all the cooking and everything, and so I do a lot of chopping and knife work and everything, cutting stuff up and slicing and dicing and making julienne fries and so forth. But I always seem to get cut every once in a while, and my knives in the kitchen are literally razor sharp. And so a safe knife is a sharp knife. And so when you get cut in the kitchen, my cuts are just like, clean cuts. And that's a good thing because a dull knife will actually give you a rather jagged cut or a rough cut, where a very sharp knife will give you a very clean cut. And if it's clean, what you do is you, again, get your wound, pour some Gorilla Glue on it, stick the skins together, hold it there for a second, and it will actually close up the wound. Had I had some really good super glue on this puppy, I could have, prevented an ER visit, but, I didn't. I didn't have a cut kit or anything at that time when I was doing this stuff, and it would have saved an ER visit. But super glue is a person who loves sharp, pointy, stabby things best friend, because you will cut yourself, and this is some of the best stuff that you can get to close up the wounds. And it's Gorilla Glue. So get the Gorilla Glue brand, not the cheapy, nail stick-on brand or anything. Get the Gorilla Glue brand because it will definitely hold. Great stuff. I love it. Now, another thing, and tampons. Now, I call this a bleed out or blowout kit, and so, is there a chance you might get shot? And this is why I like tampons. And there's a lot of ridicule about this and everything. But again, the key is to stop the bleeding, get to the hospital. And tampons come in multiple sizes. And what I have found is that a small sized tampon will fit a 22 bullet wound. A medium-sized tampon will fit a 9mm wound. A large, the extra large, will fit a 45, And so if you've been shot with something, I have a different array of tampons here, so I can feel them or see them, and oh, this is a small one, so use it for a 22, or this is a large one, use it for a 45. But these are meant to stop the bleeding. And again, this is not a end-all be-all. It is a quick, down, dirty solution to help you get to the ER. And a lot of guys in the military swear by these. And so a lot of guys that are over in Afghanistan, or were over in Afghanistan, or somewhere in the sandbox, carry these, because if your buddy's bleeding out, you shove one of these in, pop it, pull it out, and it will at least help stop the bleeding in conjunction with like an Israeli bandage or something. So again, key is to stop the bleeding, seek medical help. And so if you've been shot, this could possibly help save your life. So I have some of these in my Cutkit or blowout kit. Now, other things I have here, and this really isn't dealing with being cut or anything, but since I do a lot of this stuff in the kitchen, I cut myself in the kitchen, I also have some burn gel. And this is allicane, so it's aloe vera and lanacane, or is it lanacane or something? But what this does is it really helps stop a burn, and is really good to soothe the burn, stop a burn, as well as this is a first aid packet here with a burn gel bandage on it. All you do is rip it open, slap it on wherever you got burned, and then what you can do is with your vet tape, wrap it up, and then it will, at least help, heal up the burn and everything. I believe that there's silver iodine or silver, silver oxide in this. Silver has been proven to actually help heal burn wounds quicker, and so look for some of these burn bandages and everything, and see if they also contain the silver oxide. But silver does help cure burn wounds or skin wounds even, and everything. It's amazing the things that they're finding out about silver. There is a product called Silver Sol out there. It's a liquid, and again, it's great for helping with, hey Ray, how you doing? Helping with antifungal, antibacterial, antiviral. But silver is colloidal silver is being found to have a lot of more medical uses, and it's really being seriously taken by the medical industry now, and they're realizing that silver does help in a number of situations. So that's what I got here. Another thing, I just have some plain old paper towels in my cut kit, and then I also got some tape here. I don't use this very much. I always use my vet tape because I love my vet tape. But these things are all really affordable. And again, if you buy these things in bulk, you will see that you can create multiple cut kits and then keep them around the place. Keep one in your car, keep one in your workshop if you got a workshop, especially if you got a workshop. Keep one maybe at work. When I was working at the restaurant, I actually took my cut kit with me to the restaurant so that if anything ever happened, and it did, I cut myself as well as another employee, and I was able to treat them and everything, because this restaurant didn't even have a freaking first aid kit. So I was able to stop the bleeding, and drive on and stuff. So overall, this entire cut kit, and you can get two of them. You can build two cut kits for about 50 bucks. And so that's about 25 bucks per cut kit. And a lot of this stuff is inexpensive when you really look at it and break it down and so forth. The only real two items that are kind of expensive, actually three, is the tourniquet. The tourniquet is about $15. This Israeli bandage for two of them are about $12. This is the big price item right here. The trauma kit is about $25. Oh, and the shears. The shears run about $18. Again, these are medical grade or military grade. And these things are great. Very heavy duty. They're not light. They're not cheap. These are excellent shears. So again, you can get 2 cut kits made for about 50 bucks. And so that's everything. So tonight was my cut kit and how you can build one yourself. And the supplies are really inexpensive. I will put together some links and then post it with this video a little bit later so that you can go and maybe get these things on Amazon. If you go on Amazon and you buy these things, yes, I do make a wee commission from them. So, you know, help support the cause here at Real Men Wear Kilts, and, you know, buy stuff from Amazon that I post. So, that's everything, folks. So, I'm Raymond Mhor. We'll see you. Goodbye. God bless. And kilt on.